Hello one and all, it's Nerdcraft here, bringing you game one of a best of three series here. Spawning on the western position of the Antigua shipyard is going to be our red Zerg player. No one else except IM.LosirA. Well, I'm not LosirA, he is LosirA, and that is Incredible Miracle LosirA. And his opponent here, spawning on the eastern position of the Antigua shipyard, is going to be our blue Terran player, none other than MarineKing.prime himself. Squeal! I have to do that every single time because MarineKing.prime is my favorite player. He's the reason I play Terran, and he's the reason I suck at Terran because I keep trying to copy his very bio-centric type builds. And let's just say when you're in Silver League and Zerg players have this tendency of, maxing out on Mutalisks and Banelings, only Banelings, no Lings at all, just Mutas and Banelings. Bio tends to melt quite a bit, so that's the thing about MarineKing. He chooses to do a very hard style, I believe, and he has been known for he has won games with it. He's been known to go pure bio against TVZ and actually win it. Now LosirA, he's known for just being all around awesome. I don't know if he has a Code S title under his belt, but I know he's been in the finals before. He also is the champion of not Columbus, but I believe not Orlando either. Raleigh. He's also the MLG Pro Circuit Raleigh 2011. He's the champion of that. Correct me if I am wrong. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I am right on this one. Now we see MarineKing going to go for that barracks in the front here. That's a very interesting thing I've always noticed about MarineKing, is that he'll get his supply depot like around here near his mineral line, and then against TVZ, and he'll put the barracks right there, and he puts it right there because this is where the reactor is going to be made. It's going to be made right there, and then he'll just put a supply depot right there, completed his wall there. Very efficient wall off. So I've been trying to copy that as well, and I always miss it by like one square. It's like, oh man. So we see the orbital command here coming up from MarineKing. LosirA going to be getting a full scout here. He sees, oh no, nothing tricksy is coming up for MarineKing. There's a single marine out. Ooh, going to be putting down that extractor. Now we have LosirA going for that classic 15 hatchery into 15 pool. Whoa, holy crap. What is that? That's all Chinese. That's not Korean, that's Chinese. Interesting. I'm guessing this is probably like a copy paste link. Oh, it could have been Japanese. No, it was Chinese. So this is a very, this is kind of that staple build that Zerg always do against Terran. Like Marines have the reactored Hellion opening, which because of no gas right now and 2 more barracks, looks like MarineKing is not going for a reactored Hellion opening because he's going a 1-Rax gasless expo. LosirA keeps on doing that extractor trick, which is the extractor block, which is really nice, but didn't get the cancel and wound up losing those minerals for it. Going to be putting down a 2 refineries right away. Man, why couldn't I not say that word? And so far, just each player is going to be droning up or SCVing up. We're working on macro. They're both aiming towards a later game. MarineKing, I feel, is a very powerful late game or mid game. That's when MarineKing thrives because he has multiple drops. He's focusing on his micro, things like that. I don't really know much about his late game play, but his early game is also very solid. But I say, from the limited knowledge that I have of MarineKing, I would say he's most definitely extremely powerful and even scary beyond all belief in the late game. We have this tech lab going down on the barracks. My mistake for saying that was going to be a reactor. I was assuming there was going to be a reactored Hellion opening, but no, decided to go 1-Rax Expo, which is a very rare build. Well, not really rare build, but it's something you don't see as often in TVZ. Now we have that one link coming forward. He sees that, oh, there's indeed a expansion and a couple Marines here. Now LosirA, from the limited knowledge I have of him, I feel that LosirA is really, really strong in the late game. So if I was in MarineKing's position right now, I wouldn't want to aim for the late game. I would want to aim for taking him out with drops, multiple drop harass, as well as just being everywhere on the map, which is something MarineKing is also very, very good at because he has just astounding unit control. Now LosirA, he most likely knows that MarineKing is going to be aiming for a mid-game play and will with those drops, so he will most likely kind of be ready for it. As we see, there's a second queen at the hatchery here. He's kind of just keeping that there in case there's a Banshee, but now that the time for a Banshee has passed, he's going to start spreading this creep with this queen and just moving her out over there. Roach Warren is also on its way right now, so most likely we'll have, if LosirA does go for that roach composition, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lair come up pretty quickly so you can get that glial reconstitution, because roaches are just very slow. But also, roaches are actually really good in the early game because LosirA just might be going for a roach bust. All he knows here is that there is a refinery that has been made and there's a single barracks with an expansion and a wall off. So LosirA might be thinking, well, he's trying to go some sort of, you know, he might be going for some sort of really late, or he might be going for a late Blue Flame Hellion push or something like that, and he's also getting level 1 Carapace. But as we saw here, LosirA saw those 4 Marines there, so he's thinking, okay, he doesn't have that much Marines. That's because Marine King is actually hiding them all the way back here. Stim is just about to finish, and these reactor barracks are just, you know, he's producing 5 at a time. So Marine King is going to be going for some sort of really solid early game stim timing. And again, this Ling not seeing much information, sending a single Marine there. So smart from Marine King. He just sends so few. He sends so few Marines to show LosirA, this is what I have, and the factory's going over there. Not sure if he'll get a tech lab or a reactor. Wouldn't be surprised to see a reactor going on. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised to see a tech lab. But then again, it looks like there's nothing going on. 2 medevacs are in production. LosirA just getting his creep spread. Holy creep spread! He has 2 queens working on that creep spread. One of them will go to the 3rd once it's made, which by the looks of it, it's going to be right now. He's also making a macro hatchery. Come on, make that 3rd, make that 3rd, make that 3rd. Save up your minerals, then make the 3rd. Come on, LosirA, you're killing me here. There's the macro hatchery, by the way. And we have a massive Marine push out here with a single Marauder. These Marines do have stim. That is 33 Marines and a single Marauder, and LosirA is going to see this. He's like, wow, that's a lot of Marines. So he's going to be trying to go for a run by himself with these Lings. Hopefully he can get in for his sake, but looks like he's not going to be able to. There are Marines staying back. He kind of thought all the Marines are going to be taken out here, so this is high time that I try and get that run by, you know, bust down that wall, and all these creep tumors are going to be cleaned up. Oh no, that is so much creep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tumors that were able to remake have just been destroyed, and that is not good at all. Baneling's Nest is coming down for LosirA, just about to finish. 1-1 is just about to finish for the Lings too. He's sticking on that Ling production. He decided to get that drone out of there for the 3rd. Don't know if it was a cancel or not. He's also doing burrow, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of Baneling landmines. This roach one was actually just used for a wall. He's not actually just opting for use of those roaches at all, which I believe would be a really good thing right now. And we have 4 Banelings being morphed right now. He's just going to try to stay behind this wall with the spine crawler, use it as protection, also with the Evo chambers and the roach warren. So now that these Marines are kind of just spreading out, they're looking around to see if they can catch any creep or any units out. These Lings are going to again try a run by, see if he can catch Marine King off guard with these Lings. You know, maybe he brought more Marines in, and here we have the engagement coming out. Nice surround there of the Lings. The Queen's coming in here just to add that extra DPS. More and more Lings coming out. Looks like only 4 Marines are going to get out of that, and LosirA did not lose all of his Lings, so great job there from LosirA. It was that 1-1 that really helped out in that engagement. Now we have these Lings coming up over here. They see that Marine, probably just going to go take that out. Don't want to lose your overlords. Marine King just dropping over here. He's going to want to try and deny that creep spread with these. And we have even more Marines, and this time 2 tanks coming out. 30 Marines and 3 tanks. There's a tank just sitting in the back. No, it is coming up. And do those tanks have siege mode? They do have siege mode. Centrifugal hooks and pathogen glands coming up for LosirA, as well as 2 melee and carapace. 8 Lings just being morphed right now. This Queen is so screwed in so many ways. I don't know if LosirA saw that tank. Well, he definitely sees this tank now, so he's going to know that yes, there is indeed going to be tanks. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Spire go down to get those Mutalisks. We have 4 Infestors coming up here right now. This isn't looking good for LosirA, but you know, it's not game ending right now. He's just going to try and stick back, and once he takes care of this force, he's going to try and get that 3rd. The Roach Warren does go down, and he's not using those Banelings because he wants the Centrifugal hooks to finish up. 7 Infestors are coming up here for LosirA, and Marine King just standing by. Just waiting. Oh man, we have a bunch of Lings over here, so he's going to be able to do a beautiful flanking maneuver once LosirA chooses to do so. We have a Marine over here just trying to deny those expansions, and this 3rd here going to be put down there, making sure that all the Lings are cleaned up. And these Lings are actually going to go for a run by on the 3rd. No, looks like they're not going to be. There's more Lings running out over here. Going to tank some damage and then go for it. And then go to the middle. Looks like he might be going for that third. He has he has 7 infestors back here with some Lings and some Balings. And yes, he is going to be going for that third. Huge run by coming in on that third. Looks like he's going to bring these Lings back because he doesn't want to lose them to the tanks. And Marine King not paying attention down at the bottom here. He's just going to try and clean all these Lings up. They were burrowed, and now we have the Lings going into the center of the map. Just really great map control from LosirA. And here we have the engagement of the Lings coming forward with the Infestors, putting down Infested Terran, and then the Lings from the back coming in as well, going up onto the third platform to be able to try and take out that tank, but unfortunately the Marines are in the way. Fungal Growth goes down on the tank, and some Infested Terran will also take care of this as well. Don't know how that tank actually saw those Infestors. It shot at them when they were burrowed, so great job there from LosirA cleaning up that army actually pretty easily. This Infested Terran, he's floating. He was floating. And now we have LosirA trying to take control of the map here. He's going to be taking that center platform. As a Zerg player, you do not want the Terran to have this center platform, at least with tanks. It's going to be so hard for you to bust that. But now if we look at the economy here, we have 57 drones to 56 SCVs. And MarineKing, of course, in the lead when it comes to income. So not looking good for LosirA. He's going to have to get a 4th pretty soon, so that way he can start, getting ahead in that. He does luckily have a macro hatch, so when it comes to production, he's going to be able to really make a lot of stuff. But how long can he make all that stuff when he doesn't have the economy of MarineKing right now? Here we have just more tanks and more Marines coming out for MarineKing here. This is a very fun looking build. I might have to try this sometime. I think I'll probably lose, because everything I try of MarineKings I lose to on ladder, just because well, I don't scout. I could probably actually be a pretty good player if I scouted a little. I like to think I have good micro, but then again, I also like to think I may be the MarineKing protege. I just love MarineKing, guys. You're gonna have to get over it. Not that anyone's hating me for it, but it's like MarineKing is he's so awesome. And we have this drop over here being denied right away, easily cleaned up. And will this 4th be seen? No, not yet. And the Marines here coming in, gonna try and see if they can snipe off this 3rd. Fungal Growth goes down on the Marines, and they are gonna be cleaned up by the Lings. Actually, no, the medevac is gonna get them now with the Fungal Growth. Gonna be forced to drop everything. One more Fungal Growth on that medevac can take it out, but looks like LosirA is gonna save his. Oh no, never mind. He is gonna put that Fungal Growth on, and we have the drop here over in the main. Double drop actually. And looks like an Infestor was picked off, and now MarineKing going to be going for the drones. Oh, get with that amazing kiting right there, and great position there from MarineKing. That is just what you see from him. That's what you expect to see from him. How many drones did he kill in that? 6 drones, so not that much, but at the same time, he's trying to stretch LosirA's army out. He's going to be able to take out this force by the looks of things. No, it is canceled. Force 4th. Hive Tech just finishing now, and the Spire is not here yet, so are we going to see Ultralisks instead of Broodlords? Very interesting to me that LosirA has not gotten a Spire yet, but he went up to Hive Tech, not even getting that Crackling upgrade. So far just droning and Overlording, getting another Extractor there just for that gas. So we have level 3 weapons here coming up for MarineKing. As you can see, there's a little engagement right over here in the army. It looks like all these Marines are going to get cleaned up, as well as those medevacs, dropping some Infested Terran. Make sure you can take care of that as well. 2nd Fungal going down, going to finish everything off. And here we have a massive push out from MarineKing going into the center. Oh man, huge Baleen landmine going off right there. Oh, how did I miss that? So MarineKing going to try and take this platform. He's going to siege up his tanks just right up here, so that way, well, no, he's going to be sieging them there, then bringing everything forward. And are there any more burrowed Balings? See, the thing about using those burrowed Balings is that it's going to make the Terran player really scared to engage. And here we have the engagement here coming in. Lings going forward, a lot of Infestors, massive Fungal Growths going down everywhere, but not all of the Infestors are actually using their Fungal Growths. Going to be dropping Infested Terran, and oh man, a bunch of Infestors went down, but the ones with full energy actually did not die at all. And the Infestor's going to unburrow right now. Just so far, so crazy stuff going on. There's only four tanks and 2 more coming in, so it's going to be 6 tanks. There are 2 Vikings out. MarineKing's looking around like, where's the Broodlords? Seriously, I don't see any Broodlords here. And now we have the siege up coming in here. Going to be able to easily clean up those 2 tanks, but how much Lings is he going to lose for that? He loses 2 more Infestors, only 2 Infestors left, and they do not have any energy. GG comes out from LosirA, and MarineKing is able to take the first game after he drops a Manor Mule, which is something he's also kind of known for doing. But man, crazy game coming out there. Crazy game 1 coming there. So, oh man, You see, it was so awesome that I can't even talk right anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed this game as much as I enjoyed casting it. Stick around for game number 2. If you want to know when game number 2 gets uploaded, please subscribe to my channel so that way you get more and more awesome StarCraft 2 content. And I'll see you guys in game number 2.